Hello there. Okay, so we are going to do a 35, 30, 40 minutes total body session. So just checking that I am about right with that screen for standing up and being on the mat. It's a bit grainy because it's dark, so apologies for that. And let me just do a check here, and that will do. Yes, lovely. Okay, so let's get started. So shoulders are down. Think about that. Just relaxing those shoulders because they're hunched up all day. Arms out to the side, and we're rolling round. So as always, working very much into the back of the shoulder blades. And then we'll go the other way. So you can put your hands on your shoulders actually. Don't know why I did. Just thinking about the movement of them. And then we'll do two more. And then relax. Rolling through. Okay? Arms out to the side. Really sort of open up the chest and pressing up. So again, as you press up, don't bring your hands forwards. Try and keep them out and wide alongside your ears. So we'll do four more. 3, 2, and 1. And then just roll through the shoulders again. Give your arms a shake. Turn your fingers over into your temples, elbows together, and then out. 2, we're doing 6. 3, 4, 5, last 1, and 6. And then roll those shoulders through. Okay, so we're popping onto the floor. So again, we're going to keep our feet wide. So we've got room for our knees to drop down, hands are behind, and you're just letting your knees fall down to the side, just to work into hips. And sort of start to help to rotate and move around the hip joint. Okay, we're going to do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then we're turning over onto our hands and knees, and we're going into cat-cow stretches. So firstly, you're going to push up, let your head hang to the floor, the crown of your head pointing down, pushing up your shoulders, and then the other way, looking forwards, chest to the floor, tailbone curled up, and then we're going down. So let that head drop. And then the other way. And then we'll do 1 more each way. So letting that head drop, pushing up through the shoulders, really arching that back now. And then your last one, looking forwards. And then we're going to come into a flat back position. And this arm is going to come up towards the ceiling. And then to the other side. We're going to do 6 in total. And you just look at your hand. Just go as far as you can. Don't worry about that. You find your own level. And 1 more after this. And then back down. And then we stay in our position here. And you're going to let one leg come out and the opposite arm come forwards. And again, try and keep your head level with your neck, not falling down into the floor and swapping over. So we're doing 6 of these. 3, 4, 5, try and keep your back as still as you can, and 6. And then we'll turn our toes under and pushing down into the mat nice and firmly. Just see if you can lift your knees off the floor. Just for a couple of seconds, and then come down. Okay, so we're lying on our sides. We're going to start off with a little bit of glute activation. So we're going to have, you can have your hand like this. So your head, lying on your arm, or you can prop yourself up on your hand if you prefer. So your knees are bent, feet are stacked, and you're just opening your knees. Try not to roll back with your hips. Try and keep your hips facing forwards. See how far mine go. It's not very far, so just move them as much as you can. So we're going to do 12 on each side when you're ready. So 1, 2, quite a funny feeling movement this. 3, but you're working into the back of the hip. So 5, 6, just see if you can get a little bit more each time. 7, but keeping the hips forward. 9, 10, 11, that's it. We can get a bit more mobile after a while, and 12. Now we're going to take the leg out, toe to the floor, coming all the way up, squeezing here, and then toe all the way down. That's really important. That makes a big difference. So let's do 12 of those. So up, squeezing into your hip. 1, 2, all the way down. And 3, you should start feeling it here now. 4, 5, I'll smile like it's not hurting. 6, 7, 8, it's killing. 9, toe down. 10, toe down. 11, and 12. Oh my goodness, that really got me by the end. So, swapping sides. I'm going to start with the clam shells. So, lie on your arm or prop your head up, whatever you prefer. Your feet are aligned with your hips. Feet are stacked, knees to the front. You keep those hips grounded and facing the front as you open your knees. You're rotating this joint back. So we're getting the muscles at the back of the hip joint that help to rotate the hip. This is 5, 6, try and go a bit more each time. 7, having your hand in front of you helps keep your body weight forward so you don't put your hips back. 9, a bit more. 10, really try and get the last couple of centimetres up. 11, as much as you can, and 12. And then you're going to turn your foot down, pull your foot back, and that leg's coming up, squeezing into this hip area here. So let's go for 12. 1, all the way down with your toe in between. And 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7. He's killing me today. You always get me. 8, 9, squeeze all here, you should feel it. 10, I'll smile. 11, last one, all the way down. And 12. Okay, lie on your back. I'm going to do glute bridges, okay? So pushing up here, it's really dark. I'm sorry about the screen. You want to just feel that getting a little bit higher than you think you can manage is key on this. You can always get higher when it's just that little extra push that we're going for to really get those buttocks working and really squeezing at the top. So when you're ready, dig your heels in, hands nice and flat, pushing up, just go for that one little extra inch at the end. 1, 2, really squeeze your bum, really make the effort to clench it. And 3, try and get left and right to do the same. 4, really squeeze the bum. 5, and squeeze. 6, come on, go for it. 7, last one. No, it isn't. 8, 9, come on. 10, it's killing me today. Pushing up, high as you can. 11, really squeeze. And 12, and squeeze, and down. And then rest. Coming on the side, we're going to do those again. So quite intense. All right then, stack your feet. And then we're going to keep our hips forwards and then opening up the legs. So you're rotating that hip, so you're going wide. 1, no, it's 2 even. 3, 4, 5, 6, thinking of the back of the joint where it's working. 7, 8, 9, squeeze. 10, 11, last one, and 12. And then we're going out to the side. Turn that toe down, pull the toe up towards you, leading with the heel for 1 and 2. Really squeeze this side. And 3, and 4, and 5. So try and just have the leg move. The hip shouldn't be moving. And 7, and 8. Digging in when it starts to get painful. That's 10, all the way down, 11, all the way down, and 12, all the way down, and then we're swapping over. It's nice when it stops. Okay, let's go again, stacking your feet together, and then lifting up this leg. Won't work very much at first, takes a minute. Let's go 2 and 3, keeping your hands forwards, 4, 5, really think about this back of your hip, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12. And then we're going to stretch the leg out, turn the toe under, pull your toe towards you, point it into the floor, leads up at the heel, all the way up and all the way down. That's 1. Okay, 2, last one now. 3, all the way down, 4, 5, really squeeze here, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12, and then down. Whew. Turn on your back, glute bridges. So again, let's really push that last centimetre up as much as you can. Really let's squeeze those glutes now. Let's make it count. Okay, hands on the floor, and then lifting up. Dig your heels in, squeeze here, hard as you can. 1, 2, real big squeeze today. 3, 4, make sure the left and right are the same. 5, digging those heels in. 7, 8, 9, nearly there, 10, just that last centimetre at the end, up, 11, last one, and 12, and then done. Okay, I wish I could say that was it, but it's not. Let's keep going. All right, so we're going to stand up now. So you're going to get your dumbbells nearby because we're going to alternate between legs and arms. So we're going to start off with our deep squats, okay? So our deep squats, pull the leggings up, is this one, yeah? Standing up. So if you feel that you're making a little bit of progress and you want to make it a little bit harder, you can have your weight just hanging in front of you, okay? So from the side, we're looking like this, so it's like a deadlift. Shoulders are pulled back, your head's just looking a little bit in front of you, see how nice and straight the back is. We're not doing this, we're not pulling up like that. We're getting up by pushing into the floor, and that's how we're standing up, okay? So get your weight if you want. If you don't want to use your weight, just let your hands go down as far as you want. So we're going to do 12. When you're ready, let's go. So 1, push the floor away, nice wide stance. 2, so you don't feel like you're pulling up, you feel like you're pushing the floor away. 3, 4, really sit back into your hips. 5, 6, chopping my head off a bit here, onto a bit near. 7, 8, squeeze those glutes to the top. 9, do 12. 10, 11, last one, and 12. Let's get our weights, and we're going to do curl and press. So we're pulling up to the shoulders, pressing overhead, keeping our stomach nice and tight, so we're not arching our back, okay? Get your elbows in, shoulders down and back. When you're ready, pull that stomach nice and tight, and we're going for 12. So curling up and press, that's 1. I smile while I'm doing it. 2, try not to look so serious all the time. And 3, keep those elbows in. And 4, 2, coming up. 5, 6, keep it nice and smooth, but don't rock. And 7, don't let the momentum help you. Squeeze. 8, keep that stomach nice and tight all the time. 9, 10. Dig it in for the last couple when it gets tough. 11, down, last one, and 12. Oh, okay, so lunges is the next one. We're going to reverse lunges with these. Hold on to something, grab a chair, you've got time. You're going to take a step back. So your body weight shifts away from the front foot, then this, get onto your tiptoe, that's really important. And then let that knee drop, so you're going down, so you're going vertically to the floor. When you go vertically to the floor, you're not going to come forward like this and see this knee going over the toe, which we don't want. So we're taking a big step back, onto your tiptoe, bring that back knee down to the floor. Then to stand up, we feel like we're pushing the ground away with this foot and bringing our feet to a close, okay? Not to make it harder, you can hold a weight. We're going to do 12 on one leg and then 12 on the other leg. I've just done a demo and I'm out of breath, so I'm not going to hold the weight. So when you're ready, let's go. 12 on each side. Just go back, just go down as far as you can. Doesn't matter if it's only a tiny bit, just go down and then try and stand up, okay? So even if it's a small weight, just feel that body weight going back. Don't be getting your knee forwards, yeah? Okay, let's go. 12. 1, push the floor away when you stand up. And 2. And 3. Keep yourself nice and upright. 4. Make sure you feel like you're stepping back. And 5. That heel on the front is really solid into the floor all the time. 7. And 8. 9. 10. 11. Last one. And 12. Okay, so just, if you're not sure about this one, just go over and watch this video again and just really take the time to get your technique right and even record yourself to see how close you resemble me and my technique. If you're really struggling with this, because it can be hard, drop me a line and I'm very happy to set up a little one-on-one with you and just check that you're doing okay. So big step back, think about going onto that tiptoe, let the knee drop to the floor, so you're going vertically down. This knee is staying over your ankle. Stand up, you're pushing into the ground with this foot and closing your feet, okay? Let's go for 12, so back. Pushing the floor, 1. Keep hold of the chair if you need to, 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. 9. 10. 11. Last one. And 12. That's a little shape. Well done. Grab your weights again. So we've got our front and side raises. Okay? So we're going to do 10 of these. Shoulders back. Stomach nice and pulled in and solid. And then let's go. So 1, 2, and side. That's 1. Take ages these, don't they? 2. But I like them for some reason. 2. I think I like the rhythm. And 3. And 4. Maybe just like the first few. And 5. And 6. Keep going. Keep that stomach nice and tight. And 7. Left, right. 8. Front, and 9. Last one. Keeping as still as you can. Let your arms just do the moving. And 10. Lovely. Okay. Weights down. And now we're going to our side squats. So again, you're sitting back into the hip, keeping your body weight over this working leg. This leg just comes out nice and gently to the side, okay? So you're sitting back. So your bum is really sitting into your hip. So you're sitting back. So your back staying nice and straight. as you reach out, and you really want to get a nice big bend into the hip joint here. So when we're ready, we're going to go 12 on each side. So 1, come together, and 2, and 3, really sit back in the hip. Your heel should be really firm on the floor. And you're pushing the ground away to stand up. 7, I think, who knows, 8, 9, you should be feeling your glutes now. 10, sit back into your hip. 11, last one, and 12. And then the other side, so sit back, and 1. Keep that heel really firmly planted on the floor, it shouldn't be lifting. Sitting into your hip. 4, let your chest come forwards as you bend at the hip. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12. Give them nice a little shake. Okay. Then, put back on the weights. It's this little bend forward now as we come out on the side with our arms, okay? So make sure you're not bending your back, not doing this if you're not sure. Again, it's one of those that you just need to check yourself. Ring me up if you need to, and I'll have a chat with you and show you about it over the phone. So bring your shoulders back, pull the shoulders back, not just down and back, and then bend at the hip. And that's going to give you a nice straight back, okay? Get in that position, and then we're going out to the side for 12. 1, 2, 3, keep the shoulder away from your ears, and let the shoulder blades come back together. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, I can always really feel these, and 12. Okay, weights down. So we're going to do that sequence again one more time. So we're going to start with our nice deep lunges. If you want to, you can hold the weight, okay? So shoulders back, chest lifted. We're really sitting into our hips. This is the side view. So your knees aren't too far forward, your heels are really staying planted in the floor, and to stand up, you're pushing into the floor to come up nice and straight. I'm not going to be doing this at the top, I'm just coming up nice and straight, okay? When you're ready, let's do 12. So sitting back into your hip, nice and straight. You can squeeze your bum at the top, pushing into the floor, but don't arch your back by sticking your chest out. 3. So really feel those glutes working. 4. Right, squeezing, pushing into the heels. 5. And then as you bend down, feel a big stretch into them. 7. 8. Big stretch as you bend down and squeeze them together. 9. 10. 11. Last one. And 12. Well done. Hopefully got a good feeling for those there. Grab your dumbbells. And then we're doing our bicep curl and press. Keeping your shoulders down. This nice solid stomach, okay? Nice and tight. Shoulders back, chest lifted. Dumbbells up to your shoulders. And then press it overhead. 1. Let's go. And 2. And 3. And 4. Don't let them rock. Keep your stomach nice and tight. Try and keep your shoulders down in between. 5. Don't let them creep up towards your ears. 6. And squeeze, nice and smooth. 7. 8. Find a rhythm. 9. 10. And smile. And grimace. 11. And pray. Last one. And 12. Okay. All right then. Weights down. Our lovely reverse lunges. Okay. Again, if you struggle with these, just as far back as you can. Don't lose the bend. Just step back and then come forwards. Yeah. So don't worry about going down. just take a step back and come forwards, all right? Let's go, 12 on each side, and back, 1. You can hold weights with these as you get better at them, 3, but don't feel the pressure to do anything like that yet. 4, really big step back, come onto your tiptoe, 5, and you're dropping straight down towards the floor. But your knee doesn't need to touch, just hovers over. And 8, pressing into the floor to stand up on that front leg. 10, 11, last one, and 12. And let's swap. So big step back, pushing up through the floor to stand up on the front leg. And 2, really get that heel solid in connection with the floor at the front. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, nearly there, 9, I'm praying to the end, 10, oops, lose my balance, 11, last one, and 12, oh, that always is so hard. Okay, what we've done then, grab the dumbbells. So now it's our front, and sides. Okay, when you're ready, 10 of these. So let's start. Front, and side. That's 1. Only 9 more to go. 2. And 3. So try and keep your whole body still, just your arms moving. And 4. You're learning how to use your core to control your body. Keep it still and do these exercises. And 6. And those shoulders are down, aren't they? 7. And they're still down. And 8. Feel these in your back as well. And 9. Last one. 1, 2, and wide. And 10. Lovely. Weights down. And now, it's our side lunges. So side, forwards, remember it's a bend here. Going back, so your heel stays really firmly planted, your knees not coming too forwards, okay? Let's go, 12 on each side. Sit back, 1. You're sitting back into your hip, 2. This is just a light touch of this foot that's sticking out. 4, and 5, nice and light. Keep your weight over the middle, over your standing working leg. 7, 8, and 9, and 10. I'm trying really hard to smile. 11, and 12, and then coming the other way. Sitting back into the hip. 1, and 2, and 3. Really firm on that heel and pushing the floor away to stand up. 5, this leg's light. 7, and 8, 9, 10. Sitting back into that hip. 11, and 12. Oh, we've done all our legs. Amazing. What have we got next? Our fly. So remember, we've got this little bend here. Make sure your back's nice and straight for that. So when you're ready, bending forward, shoulders back and down away from your ears. Let's go. 12. 1, 2. Shoulder blades are squeezing together. 3, 4, 5, 6. Check those shoulders haven't come up. 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 11. Last one. And 12. Oh, and the weights can come down. Okay, so onto our floor exercises. Number 2. We're going to start off with our press-ups. So on your hands and knees. Hands can be a little bit wider than your shoulders if you want. Well, you know the drill now. We're not letting our back sink down here. We're pulling this up nice and tight, okay? Hands wide, your neck your head is up and level with the back, not down like that, not looking at what your feet are doing. And then we're going to pull up through the stomach, keep it nice and tight, and then we're bending our arms. And just go as low as you can. Doesn't matter if you can't go very low at all. Just pick your level. It's fine. Wherever you're starting from. And that's 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. 9. 10. 11. Last one. And 12. Okay, so we're going to stay in this position now. I want you to pull your stomach up. Again, you can bring your knees a little bit further back because then we're going to go into, all I can see is hair, a straight arm plank, okay? So the key with your plank is to feel that your hips and your ribs are squeezing together to keep this back nice and flat. So you want to feel that you've got that tension and that strength through your stomach all the time, okay? So just feel that pull, hips to ribs, make that connection. Take one leg out, keeping that connection. Take the other leg out, keeping that connection. And let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then down. And then we're going to go into press up. So you might need to bring your hands a bit closer to your knees. Pull your stomach in nice and tight. And then we're going down into press ups again. So pushing down. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12. Okay, so again, feel that connection between your ribs and your hips. Bring your hands a little bit in front of you. Keep that stomach really nice and pulled in and tight. Take one leg out. Keep the connection in your ribs and your hips. Take the other leg out, and then we're staying here for 10. Push hard in your hands. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring your knees down. Okay, we're going to do that again, and then we're going to do some stretching. So if you find the planks too much, just come down when you're ready, or you can just go into a kneeling plank and just lift your knees up from the press up position. Okay, but let's do our press up first of all. Head nice and level with your back, strong through your arms and your shoulders, spread those fingers out, pull your tummy in, and let's go. So 1, nice and strong. Push the ground away. 2, really push. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12. Okay, so your hands are just going to creep a little bit forward, so we've just got a bit of a longer gap. All right. Strong through those shoulders. Pull that connection in between your ribs and your hips. Just tighten your stomach. One foot's going out onto your tiptoe. Keep the connection. Let the other foot come up, and then we're ready for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then bring your knees down, and then we're going to sit back on our heels into the child's pose. Now I want you to sit back as far as you can, but I also want you to push your fingers out in front of you on the floor and just stretch into your back and into your sides. You can rest your neck and your head on the floor and just stretch out those fingers and really feel that back stretching out and down. And take a couple of deep breaths. Well done tonight. And then you're going to raise yourself out of that, lie on your back, and we're going to bring your leg up, straight. Stretch your hamstrings. And again, I want you to just think about now, just let your breaths start to get more regular and more even. I want you to let your shoulders settle back into your mat. To relax your chest, your neck, your jaw, and relax your eyes. Your eyes will hit your scalp. Then take a couple of deep breaths and just enjoy that stretch. And then swapping sides. So same again. Just make sure that you get that leg in a nice comfortable position in inverted commas. But you want to try and relax the rest of your body, even though that likes stretching. So settle your shoulder blades into the floor. Feel your neck lengthen, your shoulders come away from your ears. And the tension settle out of your chest, your shoulders, your neck, all around your jawline, even up to your ears. And then you're going to bring your legs down, you're going to put one foot across a bent knee, and that can be enough for you as a stretch, and you can push your knee away from you to make it stronger, or you can pick your leg up, put your hands behind your thigh, and just stretch your glute that way. But again, just take a second to let your back settle into the floor and relax your shoulders, your neck, your head. And breathe. And we're going to swap over. This is my tight side, so you might have a side that's a little bit tighter. You can change the stretch to an easier version. So just find which is right for you. Just modify the stretch a little bit so you can get a little bit of stretch through that tighter joint. But again, once you find it, just take a second to relax. The more relaxed you are, the better that stretch will be. And just think about the joint. See if you can think about relaxing that muscle. You might find it jumping around a bit when you can let go. And then rest. Okay, we're going to sit up. So you can sit up, stand up, kneel down, cross-legged, whatever's comfy for you. We're going to bring our arms out and wide and just bring our shoulder blades back together. Keeping the neck, shoulders relaxed and down. We're trying to stretch out into our chest. And we're going to bring our hands out behind us, pressing our hands, our palms are facing each other. Again, your shoulders are down. You can push up a little bit through your chest. And you're reaching out backwards, your fingers are extended. If you want to, you can clasp your hands, but you don't feel that you need to. And again, just have a couple of breaths. And then you're going to bring your arms out to the side instead. Again, keeping that hand extended, you're just lightly going to bring your neck, your head over to one side, just to lengthen that gap between your shoulder and your ear, pressing away with your hands, relaxing those shoulders down all the time. And then the other way. So nice and gentle on your head, and just reaching out with the extended arms and fingers. And again, just trying to relax into that shoulder. And then we're going to take the arm in front of us. Again, keep that shoulder down. You're just relaxing into the back of your arm. And then we'll swap. Again, just take a second to drop that shoulder. You're just lightly holding your arm in front of you. And then we'll just bring our arm up, stretch into the triceps, into here. You're pulling that elbow up a little bit higher just to elongate that muscle. But again, try and relax your neck, your shoulders. Don't hunch everything up, which is easy to do in this position. And then swap sides. I'm glancing at the clock, seeing how good I'm doing with my timing. I have to be honest, when I do these sessions, I've got no idea how long they're going to last because I don't rehearse them before I do them. It's obviously a little bit of guesswork now and educated guesses, but I am trying to be good at sticking to them, and I think I've gone over by a few minutes, haven't I? Okay, so we can stand up, stretching your quads. And then we'll swap sides. So I hope you enjoyed that one. I'm trying to make each one a little bit different because I think if you know what's coming a bit, I know a lot of the exercises are similar or the same. If you know exactly what's coming in the sequence, they can start to drag a bit, can't they? So just try and mix it up a little bit so that things are just a little bit different each time. You don't know what's coming. And then swap legs. So big step back, make sure your toes are parallel and you're letting that heel drop to the floor. Okay, and you're done. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed that one. Sorry about the dark, rainy picture. That's just the light being a bit lower because it's dark this evening. All right, enjoy whatever you're doing after this. Thank you for doing the workout with me, and I'll see you soon. All right, bye.